I'm Kitty.
And I'm Max.
And this is Dango Duo.
And welcome to our winter anime recap.
Ooh, goody.
Number 6.
Week 6. We're done with episode 1s. We've watched 30 episode 1s.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's why we're taking it easy today and making a quick recap.
Or so we hope.
Also, because we didn't lose last week's recording. We recorded this already once. All of this week's videos, we recorded them once.
It sounded bad.
But the audio was fucking terrible, so we had to re-record it.
Oh no, we only have disk space remaining for recording 1,408 hours and 16 minutes.
Thank you, Audacity.
Thank you,
God,
Audacity.
I was worried for a second.
I know, I was like, oh no. Wait, we have 2 terabytes. New computer, new setup. You know the drill.
Yeah, no, it was hard.
It's okay.
And also, we've been wanting to make the audio sound better. And hopefully, it does.
Hopefully.
And if it's not better, don't tell us. Alright, so what are we talking about today?
Today, we're going to be going over Zenonzard, the animation, episode 1, Hinadia, Hidden Relic, number 24, episode 1. I was about to say episode 24. That's hilarious. I'm Super Rookie, number 24. A3, episode 1, To a Future in Full Blue. Our Winter Anime 2020 tier list.
Yeah, and then?
And then our episode 2's Inspector episode 2, what the Guardian Serpent
Ah,
heard.
there you go.
It's like, giant? And 22/7, episode 2, Amid the Dizziness. Can you tell I'm tired?
Let's do some fucking... Is there anything you want to say about Zenonzard, the animation episode 1, Hinari, Hidden Relic? It's bad.
So incompetent.
It's incompetent.
We were very excited for this anime because we were like, when's it going to premiere? When's it going to premiere? When's it going to premiere?
I kept checking on YouTube. I'm like, please, I need to know when it will go up. I need to know. I want to watch card games.
You know what the worst thing actually about this was?
What?
After we watched episode 1,
yes.
we realized there was an episode 0 that released sometime last year.
Like September of last year.
Yeah, and we were just like, no.
No, it didn't come out in 2020
winter, so it doesn't count.
Fuck.
Anyway, that anime is dumb and bad, and it's not even worth going out of your way to find.
No. Let's talk about number 24, episode 1. I am Super Rookie number 24.
What a change in what am I trying to say? How a change in protagonist can make your sports anime feel fresh. Example here.
Yeah, and like I said in the review, I am deathly terrified that he's just gonna be magically fixed and then he'll be able to play rugby. But until then, I have hopes that this anime is actually gonna be like good.
Yeah.
Now, the moment that won me over was basically when friend of Natsusa goes to pat him on the head,
like
and
they always used to do.
Yeah, and then he goes, oh shit, like he mentally stops and mentally goes, oh fuck, if I do that I'm gonna hurt his neck, and it might really fuck him up.
Yeah, and then you can kind of see his scar on the back of his neck, and so instead he pats him on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Which is a very touching gesture.
It's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, this accident changes the way that we interact, and that's something that media doesn't often address. Also, wheelchair? Physical therapy? A neck brace? What the fuck?
I feel like I've never seen a neck brace in the anime before this show.
I don't think so. There are used a lot more in American fiction, but like in Japanese.
I even see fucking people walking around with neck braces at work sometimes, so...
It's crazy. Number 24 surprises. It has every chance. It has every opportunity to go bad. There's the large boy character who is unfortunate.
Because he's big, so he sweat a lot, so he's stinky.
Yeah.
That's his character so far.
Strangely enough, all the other big boys with bulging muscles don't sweat, apparently.
No. All those boys with the 12-pack, they don't sweat.
with the 48-pack.
Yeah, basically.
And the really stupid English-speaking character.
Oh, man. You know what was actually the best part of this episode? Right at the end, they were like, hey, there wasn't much rugby in this episode, sorry. There won't be much in next episode either. And I'm like, perfect.
That's actually...
the sports anime we love.
Anything else you want to say?
Nah.
A3, Season Spring and Summer, Episode 1, To a Future in Full Bloom. The first anime created by an artificial intelligence.
It basically felt like it.
Real talk, though, this anime is fucking bad.
This anime is, incompetent. Because, okay, so Salty Banana Boy, aka one who owns the theater and is trying to shut it down so he can build a bar, which would be far more profitable than a theater with 2 people. One running it, 1 actor.
Who had just joined the previous day.
Who had literally just joined the previous day and had his first show already. Listen, I told you, this anime makes no goddamn sense. But Salty Banana Boy is like, I'm gonna get my friend to get the fucking what's it
The
called?
demolition, whatever. I don't know.
Demolition truck, the one that goes.
Yeah, with a little claw.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the little UFO clock.
And then they're like, no, wait, don't do it. It's his first day. And he's like, all right, I guess I'll watch his first performance. And then at the end, he's like, well, still shutting it down. And then they're like, wait, don't do it. I will be the manager, says girl.
It's like, all right, I'll give you until sunset because that's legally binding, I guess.
Yeah. And then we get a shot of like just some little like signs in front of the construction vehicle just sitting outside the theater, and I'm like, I don't think you can have that there all day.
Yeah, it's blocking traffic.
You usually have to rent those. I mean, Japanese streets are tiny enough as is.
Yeah.
Like one car can barely fit down side streets in Japan. I don't know how they do it. Listen, I was there and I don't know how they did it. I was never in a car.
Cinema's so fucking bad. And like it has all the tropes. Like if you've seen anime, you've seen what's in here. Yeah. You've seen all these things, and those tropes are tropes for a reason because they're ineffective, they're predictable, they're bad. Anything else you want to say about this fucking anime?
Thank goodness a girl stepped in to fucking get anything the plot rolling.
Thank God there was a character who just happened to conveniently be related to someone who was part of the plot.
Yeah. It's like this dumb anime.
Also, the anime keeps making it so that Salty Banana is supposed to be the bad guy, but like, yo, the guy who was running the theater ran it into the ground.
Yeah, like her dad or whatever.
Yeah, it's like fucking
girl's dad.
Like the place is in disrepair. No one works there.
Yeah, everybody kept leaving.
The guy hasn't had a show.
Was terrible.
Hasn't had a show in years. Yeah, of course you're gonna get fired, man.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
dumb bitch.
Let's talk. Anything you want to say about the best and worst anime of winter 2020?
Our tier list.
We had been looking forward to making it, and then we made it twice.
And then we did it twice. That's how much we enjoyed it. That's not true. It's because the audio sounded like shit.
Yeah.
Woo.
Anything you want to say? We kind of talked about all of our feelings on that video. Yeah,
and it's one of those things like you look at tier lists and like you see there's only like a line between best and good and okay and stuff like that, but it does really feel like a lot of this anime this season is like an ocean of difference, like you were saying in the actual.
It's exponential difference. It's not just like Hanako-kun is one place higher than Eisoken, or like Science Fell in Love is one step below Madoka Magica side story, and I would say that like the anime in the best tier is like 100 times better than anything in the good tier. Pretty much. Everything in the good tier is 100 times better than anything in the okay tier.
My son.
Yanto's like, but why didn't you guys put Madoka Magica in the first lot? Well, because Toilet Bound Hanako-kun is the best fucking anime this season.
Toilet Bound Hanako-kun is better. Okay, my son.
And Budokan is the worst.
Yeah.
Budokan is fucking hot fire trash, and we're extra angry about it because we're LGBT people, and that show is
obviously catering to us.
Yeah, or it's using us as a nice excuse to not have to talk about the gross otaku idol fan culture.
It's true.
Which is so fucking gross. We cannot go on.
I cannot talk about it more because I hate it so much, and I don't want to talk about it.
And I believe we already addressed the stuff that happened with Umi's voice actress. Mimori. We already addressed that in a previous week.
I think we talked about it in the recap. Yeah. But anyway,
are you gonna let the boy out? What are you doing?
No, I was
You're just looking at him?
Yeah, I was just waving at him before, and he was like, meh.
Well, let's talk about Inspector Episode 2, What the Guardian Serpent Said, also known as a fucking...
I wanna like this anime. We're in the future, so now Wonderfest has happened, and there's an android of main girl. And I hate that I want her, because she's a disabled protagonist.
So you want me?
If you can catch me.
If you can catch me. Okay, alright. Okay, that's the one. Let's go to chord reference for the day.
Yep.
Okay, real talk though. What if instead of talking about Inspector, we just spent 24 minutes talking about this week's episode of Let's Go to Court? And we just like...
I'm not done technically, but...
Because like, that's what episode 2 of Inspector was. It's just they're talking about a true crime show, and...
They're talking about an episode of Dateline they watched.
Yeah, out of order, and in the most confusing way possible.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And it's so fucking incompetent. And like, I'm happy that we're recording because we didn't talk about this in the original one.
Mm-hmm.
The most unforgivable thing in this fucking episode is that during the whole thing when they're talking about like a woman committed a murder, like the one thing
that gets everybody hung up on.
Wait, hold on. No one gets hung up on physical evidence, blood samples, fingerprints, No one gets hung up on any of that. The thing that, and it tells you that a fucking man wrote this, and an incompetent man wrote this, because he gets hung up on the fact that this woman somehow managed to move the body.
Move a dead body in a wheelbarrow.
And we never address fingerprints, we never address physical evidence, but or forensic evidence. But the thing that they had...
The cops that the Serpent Guardian gets caught up on...
It's like, how did she transport the body? She's a woman, she's weak. How could she do that? And then they're like, she used the wheelbarrow.
And then they're like, no, she's still weak. How could she do this?
Yeah, how could a woman use a wheelbarrow? And I'm like, this fucking show is fucking making me angry right now. I fucking hate it. That's stupid.
Yeah, that's fucking dumb.
A stupid man wrote this stupid episode and was like, the most unbelievable thing is that a woman could move a body.
Yeah. Of an old dying man, by the way, who's like dying of cancer.
Yeah.
So
you know.
Has lost most of his weight.
Yeah, so you know.
Yeah.
Also, a wheelbarrow is super easy to use. Jesus Christ.
No, too hard for women.
It's too hard for women. Women are too weak.
I think they're also making a scale figure of Main Girl. Damn it. Damn it, Wonderfest.
22/7, episode 2, amid the dizziness. Dizziness is what you will feel if you were expecting this episode to be good.
Yeah. Man, Miu. Why you gotta be like this?
Miu, why you gotta be like this, girl?
Why you gotta have a personality of a toothpick?
Wait, I'm gonna steal your point. The best thing about this episode was getting to see Miu Cam.
Miu Cam, it's
true.
Like,
that's so fucking dumb.
Behind her bangs, oh my god, so dumb.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna be entirely honest and admit that this show has begun to grow a little bit infuriating. Because we have 7 girls who want to become idols and who want to do this, and the plot has to stop because Miu still doesn't want to be an idol.
I don't want to be an idol. I'm too shy and
I'm too shy
socially awkward.
If only I was paid with a big wad of money.
Oh
shit!
Cha-ching!
And literally, she gets the money symbol
the
in her
yen symbol in her eyes, and she's like, I guess I'll be the protagonist for you.
I guess I'll be the protagonist, and that right there.
That's not a good
place to be.
Listen, I think I said this in the last recording, but it doesn't matter because that doesn't exist. Listen, I prefer much more active protagonists for an idol anime. I think maybe you said this. Anyway, protagonists like Honoka and Chika from the Love Lives, who are very active, who want to be an idol, who want to engage in these activities. Not Miu. Even like other lesser-known idol animes, like Nagisa from AKB 0048. She's very passionate about wanting to be an idol. She saw an idol concert when she was young, and that's inspired her to keep going. What's some other fucking idol anime? Anyway, they all have better protagonists than Miu. That's what I'm saying. They all have more active protagonists. Miu is a very passive protagonist, and that's not fun.
I would go as far as saying that in storytelling in general, a proactive character can be way more fun. It's usually more fun than a reactive character.
It's true.
And I don't want to make hard rules, because there is no hard rules in writing. I'm just telling you what I like the most. You require a very specific setup to make a reactive character fun. Mm-hmm. But proactive characters are so much more interesting because whenever a turn comes to the story, they say yes.
They get things done. They progress the story.
As opposed to, thanks to Miu, we're 2 episodes in. We're 2 episodes out of 12.
Yeah.
Which is 1/6 of the story through, and we're still at the same spot. We have not moved.
No, we have not moved in a whole 2 episodes.
That's not a good place to be.
They haven't even done a song yet. What the fuck?
In an idol anime, the only song is the OP and the ED. There is more idol in... I don't know. In Spectre. I don't know.
ARP Backstage Pass.
ARP Backstage Pass.
That had like 5 songs. The story was incompetent, but...
Honestly, it's fun.
I just blew your mind.
No. You're super right. But I don't know if I'm being petty, but I'm like, I think I would rather watch another episode of ARP.
Oh, God.
Because I can just zone out whenever the story comes on and enjoy the music videos. But for 22/7,
there is no music.
Are we going to give it an episode 3?
Ugh, I don't know.
It's so okay. I mean, if we were to revise our tier list, we would probably drop it to okay.
Yeah, I think it'd be right under... Spectre? Oh my boy.
22/7 and Spectre are literally the same anime. They're the same anime in quality.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, you're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you're not offensive. And also, talking about offensiveness, this episode of 22/7 features the most egregious... I know, yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about the gay baiting. It has the most egregious gay baiting ever, and
it
it's
just comes out of nowhere.
and it's the most. Okay,
Cheap.
no. It's cheap because a lonely man wrote this, and it's the shit that shows up in anime every single time. What if a girl just liked you and you didn't have to do anything about it? What if suddenly...
What if you had a personality with a toothpick, and yet this girl still loves you?
Yeah, what if Sakura, that girl over there who's cute as fuck, who's fucking gorgeous and seemingly perfect... I know, Yanto, I'm getting there. Suddenly embraced you and said, I love you. Daisuki, I big love you. I love you lots. What if that happened? What if that happened?
What if that just happened?
And it does happen. And those two girls have had no chemistry. They've barely had any time together. But now there's so little happening in the show that the writers have to be like,
hey, stay tuned.
Maybe those girls, they'll hold hands
and like hug. My boy.
I know, Yanto. It's really. I know. I hate it. I hate it too, Yanto. I hate it. But anyhow, that's 22/7. We actually didn't say this in the original version of the recap. So I'm happy that
we came back to it eventually, but
did we?
It took a while, yeah.
Alright, we've been recording for 17 minutes. Kitty, is there
enough.
anything else you want to say about this fucking week?
Hey, Anto, you want to come here and give the audience a better meow? Oh no, the mail's coming, though.
Well...
This is a comedy of errors.
Well, you know what's coming to the channel starting tomorrow is more episode 2.
Yeah, we're in the past, so we have no idea what's coming up next, but...
Yeah, I assume that we're going to catch up on all the good shows, because I feel like we deserve some good food.
We deserve some good food after watching a bunch of shit. All anime. All winter anime. God, the brain.
The plan for now is we're going to record 2 weeks of videos, because on the last week of February, we're going to...
Love Live Fest.
Yeah.
The strange movie theater showings at 7 o'clock on a Tuesday.
So if we die... You know what happened.
Yeah, we went to...
Tell the cops.
We went to San Jose and...
Fingers crossed, knock on wood.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess it's better because we don't have to go to San Francisco, but also...
It's gonna be
we got
fun.
a really cheap Airbnb.
It's gonna be full of fucking otakus, and
and we're gonna hate it. I mean, we're gonna love it.
It's gonna be the same guys we see at every fucking concert. It's gonna be the guys with the long coats.
God, sorry, I just got a flashback to the guy.
The dude, yeah.
That guy from our second concert viewing. You should watch that video for that horrible story about a guy we met on the train.
Oh, the guy on the train.
Yeah, the guy on the train back. Who showed us memes.
No, okay.
And I won't go any further than that.
No, I feel like we have to state it. Like, we're sitting in the train. No, I'll say it.
Okay,
it's fucking...
we sit across from him.
But we sit across from him in the train.
He notices my Rico Ida bag, and he's like, did you guys go to the concert? And we're like, yeah, we did.
Yeah, and we're being polite, and then,
he pulls out of his backpack a big old ruby Nesobeti.
Yeah, which is, that...
Post a picture on the screen, maybe.
Red flag number 1, that best girl is Ruby for him. That's
best girl for men, Ruby, not good.
And then the conversation, we're like, hey, politely just trying to mind their own goddamn fucking business. And then
have a long train back.
He pulls his phone out and starts showing us, I shit you not, Love Live memes that involved Nazi imagery.
Very first one was like Nico and Nazi imagery, and I'm like, all right, Love Live.
All right.
Love Live's dead.
All right, yep. And it's those things where it's like, you're the reason why we can't have good things.
You're the reason why we have to enjoy idol anime with a caveat.
Yep.
Even Bang Dream, which has, honestly, like, gives the voice actresses, a lot more, like, autonomy than, like, a lot of other idol stuff, like, still has that creepy idol culture. Anyway.
Why can't we just like girls who do song good? Why can't we just like them?
Why must producer son get in the way?
Also, why must... filthy otakus get in the way.
That too. Oh, he's falling asleep.
Oh yeah, just falling. Well, we're gonna tuck in, kitty. Tuck in, kitty. Tuck in. All right, and we're gonna go to sleep. And remember, come back tomorrow for another video, and we'll see you next time.
Good night. Oyasumi nasai.
Yeah. Anime.
Oh god.
Kitty, I had another nightmare about anime. I dreamed that we recorded the recap again.
No!